Hi everyone, and welcome to Yoga with Leif and this little yoga break. Now this is for anybody who just has a few moments in their day and they just want to do a very small short little class to activate the body, or maybe you've been sitting a lot, maybe you've been hanging out on your couch and watching a bunch of Netflix or something, or sitting in your office chair for a long time, then this could be the perfect class for you. So coming to the front of our mats, we have our feet underneath us, lifting, spreading the toes, and then you're imagining pushing your feet and your toes down into your mat. So we're establishing this foundation. You can maybe imagine you have these roots growing from underneath your feet and then out in every direction into the floor. So we're going to try to stack our joints. We're standing on top of our skeleton, and then we can imagine sending a length out through the top of your head. Gonna go ahead and connect your internal locks, the Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. You can close your eyes if you want to. Collecting our thoughts. And here imagine that you can feel with your whole body. So we're bringing our awareness and our focus inwards. And see if you can feel how everything feels. Another idea here would be try to listen with your whole body. Closing our mouth, breathing in and out through our nose. For those of you that have your Ujjayi breathing, you can start to connect with that now. So continuing this feeling of the entire body, or listening with our whole body. We're going to breathe in, raise our arms up above our head, lengthening out through the fingers. Maybe do a little lift of your heart here as well. Think that you're sending your heart up towards the sky. Breathing out, folding forward from the hips over our legs. Breathing out, bending both of the knees, our hips are coming in underneath us, engaging our core, curving our backs, and rolling back up to standing. Breathing in, arms coming up. Breathing out, hands coming down in front of our heart. From here, shifting the weight onto one foot. See if you can lift up the other one. Finding some balance. Length in the body, rooting down through the floor, up through the top of your head. Okay, changing feet. So focus on finding length, activating the body, and breathing. And listening to everything that's going on. Okay, bringing our foot down, changing feet one more time. This time up with a straight leg on the other foot. We're going to have a slight lift here in front of us. So you're also flexing the foot and then pulling the toes towards you. If your knee is bent here a little bit, that's fine, but we're working on finding length in that standing leg. Okay, bringing the foot down, changing sides. And changing sides. This time we're going to send our leg backwards behind us. So you might just lift it up behind you here, lean slightly forwards, but try to keep the top of your head going upwards if you can. Engaging the core and trying to straighten out that leg behind you. One more breath. Okay, bringing it back, changing sides. Two. And three. Okay, coming back down, changing sides. I wish you guys could see this. There's a little bird that's right outside the window here that's joined us. Okay, so changing sides, we're going to do both of them now. So starting in the front, straightening out that leg, lifting up. 1, 2, and 3. Now going directly into the second one we did, so lowering the leg, we're bringing it back behind us, maybe tilting a little bit forwards, so it's as if we're doing a modified, yeah, there he is, you hear that? A little modified warrior 3, 2, and 3. Okay, coming back up, changing sides, lifting up, 3 breaths, 1, 2, and 3. And coming behind us, and 1, and 2. Thinking of opening a little bit in the front of your chest here as well, so we're not collapsing the shoulders, but really placing the shoulders down and bringing them into our backs. Breathing out, coming back up. Okay, from here, bending both of our legs down towards Utkatasana, breathing in, stretching the arms up over our head. Now you might be pushing your hands together, or maybe you have them apart here. 1. Think of having a long spine, so we're not arching the back, but we have a long spine here. Maybe tucking our hips down underneath us as well, so the core is engaged. And last breath, 3. Breathing out, straightening the knees, folding over, hands coming down. One leg is coming behind us for a little stretch in the front of our thigh. So you might drop the knee down here, maybe fold your mat or get a pillow or something, put it underneath if it's uncomfortable. Ball your foot, pressing down, maybe lifting the knee. Noticing if your hips are up here, then we're going to try to lower them down, finding the stretch here in the front of our hip. Okay, changing feet, moving forward, and then back with the other leg. So your choice here, the knee is up or the knee is down. So maybe you want to start with the knee down if that feels better to find the pose, squaring off the hips. And if you want to go a little bit further, trying to lift, find length out through the heel behind us. And you can imagine this foot here, we're pulling it a little bit towards us as well. Okay, coming back up. From here, a little vinyasa, so hands down on the floor, walking back to chaturanga. You decide here if you have your knees up or down, but we have a little curve in our back. And breathing out, coming all the way down to chaturanga. Breathing in cobra or upward facing dog, so either a little lift or coming all the way up to upward facing dog. Breathing out, coming back to down dog. And then we're gonna come down into a nice sitting position. Legs out in front of us for Paschimottanasana. Breathing in, finding some length in our spine. Breathing out, folding over, grabbing our feet if we can. Maybe the knees are bent, that's fine. You can also have your hands down on the ground here for support. Or maybe if you have a strap or something, you can even have a shirt or some clothes, if you have that laying around, a blanket, wrap it around your feet, and then grab that to hold and pull yourself forwards. I'm gonna just do 2 more breaths here. Okay, very nice, guys. Coming up for a little twist. So one of your legs, either on the inside or the outside, if you decide. This is going a little bit deeper. Find some length in your spine, grabbing this leg, so the opposite arm and knee. Yeah, so not the same, but the opposite. Grabbing, finding this length, and then coming into a little twist. So imagine again pulling the shoulders down, opening the heart, and then trying to gaze backwards behind us. Last breath. Breathing out, releasing the pose, and changing sides. Breathing in, finding length, and coming into the twist. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Breathing out, releasing the pose. Here, collecting our legs. Give yourself a little hug, trying to find the balance on your butt. And coming up for a short little Navasana. So boat pose. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Breathing out, collecting the legs. Vinyasa, yogi's choice here, so back to plank, whichever way you want to do. Maybe you want to try to jump back or just swing your legs out to the side. Your choice. I'm going to go for the jumping back version. Breathing into upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing. Coming forwards to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Breathe in, find some length. Breathing out, folding over in the next inhale, coming all the way up again. Arms up above our head. Breathing out, hands down in front of our hearts. Taking a moment here before we finish the class. So either feet apart or maybe together. Stacking the limbs. So we're standing on top of our skeleton, only using the activation, the muscles that we need to be standing here. Noticing your breath. Again, noticing how the body feels, listening to everything that's going on. Was there any difference now compared to when we first started the class? Maybe you feel a little bit more energized, a little bit ready to get back to work or get back on the couch and keep binging those shows. So taking a few breaths here for yourself. Trying to relax where you can, releasing tension where you can. And you might feel a little bit more calm in your body and your mind now. Could be a nice moment to begin a meditation maybe after this class, or spend a few quiet moments with yourself. Maybe make yourself a cup of tea. And if you're feeling open, it can be a nice moment for some reflections, some thinking. How are things going? How are you doing? Where do you want to be right now? What do you want to be doing? So just inviting for a moment to reconnect and remember. And to be present. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Namaste. Woo! All right, well, that feels pretty good. I feel that my body's activated at least. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Now, if you'd like to support the channel, like to connect in other social medias, there's links down in the description. Okay, peace, namaste, have a fantastic day.